Hey folks, Search for 2006 doing the product review. We got this magazine just came in. These magazines are from Tripp Research. These are the Cobra Mags. Wow. Well, anybody who knows, these are 1911 magazines. If you don't know, you need to get out there. There are a variety of 1911 magazines. You know, we got a little couple examples I brought in there. It's your standard, you know, mat 7-shot with welded floor plates. These are ACT mags, popular with a lot of pistols you see out there. This came with my Rock Island, or my Arms Corp pistol. And both of these kind of mags, this one definitely range mags, got 3 of those. These, some people do carry them. I carry them. They run well after they've been, I got the Arms Corps version. They're still ACT mags, but they just put their own stamp on there, and they put a better follower or spring, something that made them a lot more reliable than they were when I first got them from the manufacturer. So they all have been swapped out. It's all good. And then you get something, this is what I would carry. This is a Chip McCormick, awesome magazine as well, and had zero, very few problems, no problems with that mag. All right, and let's get to the guest of the show here. All right, these are the Cobra magazines, and these are the Generation 2 mags. Let me tell you a little bit about this company. Tripp Research is out of Bastrop, Texas. That's just down the road, about a little past an hour's drive of me, right next to Austin, out in the country. Nice place. The guys, the owner of this company, he has over 20 years experience with 1911s and firearms in general. So does I understand his wife. So 40 years between the both of them. He's an expert 1911 gunsmith, expert at finishing 1911s. Over the years, he noticed that there was a lot of people, between all the manufacturers of 1911s, Springfield, Kimber, Para, Colt, SIG, and whatnot, Remington, whoever out there, that one of the things he noticed is a lot of people were having issues, and a lot of it was with feeding. That has to do with 2 things, either your magazine or your feed ramp or the throat on your barrel. So once you get all that resolved, you still have that option if you're still having issues where you have to check out your mag, and that's where spending a little money sometimes comes in, but getting the good stuff is definitely worth it for reliability and just peace of mind that you're not going to have any issues. With these kind of magazines, you're not. Tell you why. The construction of the magazine is awesome. It's a unibody construction. I believe it's one piece. The base pads are really neat. You're not going to have any problems with these falling and hitting the ground. They have these nice takedown pins, so you can go ahead and break them down from the bottom for easy cleaning. Let's see here. They are marked. Of course, one is in the pipe, and then they go every other round is on the other side. So 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on and so on. And so they have the eyelets to be able to tell how many rounds you got in there. The follower is anti-tilt, and it is great. The way the spring tension is awesome. It's nice. It's definitely not, definitely powerful to sustain the magazine, so you don't have to be popping in new mags or new springs every other year. That can get expensive too. But not only that, the follower is just great. Polymer follower with some metal to basically, because you're going metal on metal. If you have polymer right here and you're rubbing against this metal, it's going to shave. So they are really cool in designing this piece here where, you have metal touching the metal as far as it's going to go down to the round. At least the part that's making contact. So that's real smooth. That's slick. Ingenious idea. Again, like I said, these people have been around the 1911. I understand the guy who, the owner of the company, Virgil, he's basically, that's him. That's what it's all about, 1911. They're involved with STI, STI International, and, just have a big history in the 1911. Check out that. That's real slick. That, there's stamp in the metal with the Cobra, Tripp Research. They make these magazines in all different flavors here as far as size and caliber, pardon me. They make them in the 45, 10 millimeter, 40 Smith & Wesson, 38 Super, 9 millimeter. If you ever do have issues, you can get kits to replace springs and kits, followers, base pads, the whole 9 yards. They got it all. You can, always rejuvenate your magazines if you have issues. You shouldn't, and they got a, awesome setup on them. But in case you do, you do shoot that much, well, if you're going to shoot out the springs in your mags, you can always get replacements for them directly from them. Again, homegrown company out of the United States, here in Bastrop, Texas. Pretty sweet. Let's see here. If you need to get, you want to do some research on these magazines, go to trippresearch.com. You can also go to, I believe it's the Contact Us or History, and you can see the people that are involved with the company. Awesome group of individuals. I talked to Aaron T over there, real nice guy. He was, receptive, talked to me. We were talking about 1911s, just shooting the breeze. It's kind of like, wow, let's talk to somebody on a shooting line, if you will. All right, guys. I'm going to take these out to the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'll be taking these out to range. I'm going to be testing them. I'm going to probably put about 100 rounds between 3 magazines and see if I can get any failures or any issues, or if they work flawless. Over here at the Bass Pro Gun Range, I'm going to do some tests on these magazines. These are the Cobra Mags. Got all 3 here. Let's see what we can do with them. Alright, so we're going to fill up the mags again, and these mags so far are perfect. They are feeding, seamlessly through the pistol, just riding right in, slipping out on the mag changes, and that's what you want. Quality magazine carry. If you do carry 1911, I have. It's cool. It's not for everybody. All right, let's get some of the bitch going. Okay, check it out. Mag. Ooh. Again, these are just slipping right in. Glide. Go. Let's get his shoulder. Nice drop, clean swap. Look at that. Let's get his other shoulder. Guess I didn't fill that mag all the way. Another swap, clean drop. Woo. See these mags drop so clean, so free. That's what it's all about, folks. The way they're just slipping out and sliding in. That is awesome. No hang-ups whatsoever. The followers are great. Everything seems to be feeding just like the way you want it to. Okay, we're just a couple ways. So I'll do one mag showing me doing a swap, and the last mag we're going to show go ahead and doing some shooting down here. Got set up kind of fun. I like that. I like that. Shake that last one off. Got that all taken care of. Oh, already? Yep. For cash? Dang. All right. Well, just the time of getting kicked out of here. So, but that's the site. It looks pretty good. We got some flyers on the left, and I was shooting high and trying to hit that target on the far left. But other than that, everything was in real nice tight groups. And these magazines kicked ass. Been around 1911's enough to know, you know, a solid magazine from all the ones that I've you know played with, from Kimber, ProTac to anyway Wilson Combat and so on. And you know, what's funny is that some of the manufacturers out there is you buy a gun from them and you'll like Nighthawk Customs, right? 2,000 easy plus, you know, 1911, and you're gonna get a basically an ACT mag with it. They have their stamp on there. They put their own cool stamp that makes it look cooler, but you're gonna have this kind of base pad, this kind of follower, and probably the same spring that's in here on a real high-end 1911. You know, you would think they'd give you the best out there, which my opinion is, you know, is there are better ones out there. But you know, Ed Brown, Les Bear, you're gonna get their magazines. I've heard a lot of people when they get those mags, they don't use them. They just put them in the range bag or put them with the case, and it just stays with them in case someday they ever have to dump them a gun or get out of it or whatever. All right, guys, don't forget, check out the channel, subscribe if you haven't before, like the video if you do like it, and share it, and fight a good fight. Keep your goose tied, brother.